What's up, everybody? Matt Gajewski here, back again with the team at Awesemo to talk all things Super Bowl, including player props, and that is going to be the focus of today's video. Looking at Ja'Marr Chase specifically, 3 props we will discuss, but before we get started, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all other content goes live. We've been doing these player-by-player videos, and today is going to be all things Ja'Marr Chase. This is our Odd Shopper tool bringing you behind the glass. This is a player prop and betting tool, an in-house player prop and betting tool where you can use a lot of the features here to find the best odds in your particular state. So looking at this tool a little bit, it is going to give you win percentage ROI for each of these bets. It is going to give you the best place to find them. So you can see a lot of points bet in FanDuel. For me specifically, I am in Wisconsin, so this might look a little bit different depending on where you live. And then on the left, you can see a bunch of different awards, player prop categories. You can sort by all of those to find exactly what you're looking for, teams, players, everything. And right now we are sorted by Ja'Marr Chase. Looking at the Chase props, they are a little bit more stale than some of the props we looked at earlier this week. We already broke down Stafford, Burrow, and Kupp, but there's still some value to be had here with Ja'Marr Chase. And the first one I want to highlight is Ja'Marr Chase receiving yards. Right now, he is widely found around 80 yards. The best number is at 78.5 at FanDuel for me, but this is a pretty wide gap between the projection in the prop and then our personal projections at Awesemo, where he's at 88.5 yards. This gives you a 5% ROI, 55% win percentage. Again, not the best one on the board, but still worth betting if you are getting a wide variety of these down. And looking at Ja'Marr Chase, immediately this is one that stands out. One, because it is a pass-friendly script for the Bengals. They are projected to trail in this game. The spread is 4 points. The total is 48.5, 48 in some spots. So points should be scored. And then we look at matchups. Cincinnati's best path to victory comes through the air here. Well, how do they do that? It likely comes through Ja'Marr Chase. Now, they do not have a Cooper Kupp on this team. The opportunity is spread largely between Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins, but you look at target share, air yard share, both favor Chase, whereas the 23.7% target share, he has the 37% air yard share, and we know the big plays are there for Chase as well. Then we look at recent performance. He's been over 100 yards in 4 of his last 6 games, and the opportunity has been there as well. Over 100 yards in 7 games this season. So we know the big play ability is there for Chase, and it's nice to see him come on strong. All that leads me to taking the over at 78.5 here. And again, we're going to mix in one prop that's not on the board here, more of a fun prop. So this might be available for you, might not. And it is going to be Ja'Marr Chase longest reception over 26.5 yards. You can find this at minus 120 in some books. I found it on DraftKings. Again, just one that's not going to be on our player prop tool, but correlates directly with the over in the receiving yards. And again, how does Ja'Marr Chase win? He's a player that makes big plays down the field. He has an 8 out of 12.6, which is higher than both T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. Then we look at the matchup. We already mentioned the Rams defense is one that's a little more vulnerable against the pass, but they're actually particularly vulnerable against big plays. They gave up the second most receptions of 20 plus yards in the NFL, and that's exactly Ja'Marr Chase's skill set, working downfield, burning opponents deep. So like that as a correlated bet. And then the last one we'll talk here is actually MVP, one we've honed in on a lot. And it just so happens that I've talked a lot about quarterbacks and receivers, 2 positions that often win this award. So it makes sense. And with Ja'Marr Chase, you're getting fantastic odds at plus 1,800. Now, looking at the Super Bowl MVP, much like the regular season MVP, this is traditionally dominated by quarterbacks, but not always. So who wins this award when the quarterbacks fail? Oftentimes it is receivers. We look back to 2019, we saw Julian Edelman. In the mid-2000s, we had Deion Branch, Hines Ward, and Santonio Holmes. There is a history of receivers winning this. Now, the opportunity share needs to be a little more condensed. On the Rams side, we talked about Cooper Kupp earlier this week. The path is pretty clear there. He just needs to play his normal role. But if Cincinnati wins this game, and again, this award is generally dominated by the winning team, who gets there? Well, Ja'Marr Chase, with his big playability and his large target share and strong matchup, everything we broke down previously, lends itself to winning this award. Now, all 3 of these bets are correlated. The MVP is the longest odds here, so you can sprinkle a little to win a lot, but still definitely in the realm of possibility. But that will do it for today's player prop video. My name is Matt Gajewski on Twitter at Matt_Gajewski. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite player props are, and we'll catch you all throughout the rest of the week leading up to our live before lock before the Super Bowl. Have a good one, guys.